For this, so this is your shot for I don't know the week we're in right now, but basically, so we're working on the pendulum. So this is your review. It's looking better, like, but there are still some things that we need to tackle. So let's get into it. So what's happening here is that for this exercise, we're talking about the principle of drag and follow through and overlapping action, right? So when the block, which is this, starts moving, we want this to delay. So as you can see, as it starts moving, it's already moving. So what we want is something like this, right? That's it to be dragging. That's this thing should not move from where it is, right? It shouldn't move. It shouldn't move. Then around here, it should now start moving, but it should still be dragging, right? That's this should still be where it is. This should still be where it is, right? So it's staying still because of like you're dragging it. So if this is the heaviest part, it means this part will be left behind, right? So it will still be. Let's see. Let me just copy this, paste it here. So it will still be here. It will still be here. You get, but it's just that it will now be like this instead, right? Then here, let me see, paste. It will now be here, right? Then when it now starts moving, obviously you can now like drag it, right? But don't let it bend this way, right? Like don't let it come up. Let it just still drag, right? That shouldn't come up because it's not moving that fast. So it shouldn't curve this way. It should just drag, right? Because the emphasis is on drag. So it drags. Then once it stops, right? So let's see. Let's track how how fast it's stopping. Okay, come. So it's easing in. Okay, so instead of it easing in, how about we make it end fast? That goes fast in. That shouldn't ease in. It should just stop. It should stop like it hit a wall, right? So we can have boom, then this goes. So this is good. We can like curve this a bit more, but this is okay. Uh-huh. Right. So I can see that you have implemented the drag and follow that we talked about. So this is looking good, like this part is looking good. Then it starts dragging. Right. Nice. So you can see now that as you've improved it, this can still actually go up. Right. It can still actually go up. Right. So let us try and exaggerate that and let's see. Right. Then it pulls. Right, nice. So this like tone here, that's what I'm looking at is nice, right? So it's not stuck in space, right? So when it now switches, right, this part should still be moving up, right? So we have that drag because right now, like see, like when this stops, this keeps moving, this starts coming back. So when this stops as well, this should keep moving while this is now coming back, right? So this should keep moving. This will now be coming back, right? You understand? So it's like pulling, dragging, right? So when this part is dragging, this part should now start going this way, right? It should be dragging. Then when it's here, it should be like dragging this way. So basically, there is a line of action in it, right? Like there's a line of action in it. So you should start dragging. So this one, because it's the heaviest part, you start dragging here, right? So you see there's the smoother line of action. Then it keeps going, so you can also still draw that. And here, the same thing. So this one too also like so just make sure that the last one overlaps because it's the heaviest. So it's always being dragged along. This one is dragging this one is dragging this one, right? So this, right? Then these two will also like go up a bit, right? So drag to, but it'll be dragging like a bit less. So you see, like there's always the line of action. So always be thinking of the line of action, right? Then it keeps going. Then this will like just overlap a bit as well. Then this. Then also like once the first one stops, then the other one You get, so as it has stopped now, this other one to like spin a bit. Then this will be the last thing to stop. So they should not all stop at the same time. So you can still add, you can still like add you can still like add like more overlap, like left and right. Like maybe like two more frames of this one just moving. So it is the last it stops, right? And then it settles. But yeah, this is like a mad improvement from where we were in the last class. So this is awesome. So just keep polishing it. Just fix like the beginning. Let this drag, as I said. Then like don't let this curve this way. Let it just drag, right? Because it's dragging the weight, right? So the only way it will go up is if it's moving like super fast, but it's not moving super fast, right? So that as well. Then this goes blah blah blah, and there we're good. So right, yeah, this is awesome. Nice job, Anthony. So on this one, yeah, your bouncing balls. So yeah, so this is looking better because all we needed to fix was basically the ending, right? Because everything else was already good. So yeah, I think you nailed it. There's some nitpicky notes, but no, this is good. So let me just look at the heavy ball. Okay, heavy ball is good. Light ball is awesome. Can we reduce the roll on the on the heavy ball because of it's very heavy, it wouldn't roll as much. So it can just stop here. Like it doesn't need to roll past here. So just stop the heavy ball here, right? As it shouldn't roll anymore because if you notice the light ball just stops as well, right? And it's the light ball that's supposed to roll more because of it's filled with air as opposed to the heavy ball. So if the heavy ball is a bowling ball and it's made of iron, it won't really roll as much, right? But if the light ball is made of, let's say, a golf ball or something of light material like ping pong balls, it will roll a bit, right? So that's the only notes here, but everything else is looking good. Okay, so this is your planning for the overlapping action. So boing, boing, boing. All right, so let's look at it. So all right, so this is a good block, though I feel like the ball is not snappy, it has lost character because like this exercise is supposed to give your bouncing ball personality, is why it has a tail, right? So how about instead of the ball like landing, right, it stops for a bit. So you can hold this for like a couple of frames, like let the audience see that okay, the ball is trying to assess what it is going to do and how it is going to get here, right? So let the audience see that, let's say the ball is thinking, right? Then the ball goes up, boom, goes up, boom. Then here, right, the ball can like stay and like anticipate, like it can go down, like it can like go down, that it now stretches from here, that the tail is like this, then it hits here, right? So from here it can be fast, right? So you should have constructs in your timing. What I mean is that if it is slow here, by the time it reaches here, it should be like super fast because it's trying to get to this place and it requires a lot of effort to do that here. So from here it lands, boom, right? Goes dish, right? Then once it gets here, it can like rest, anticipate to prepare the audience for what they're about to see. Then it goes boom. Like so it can hit here, and instead of spinning, like instead of like rotating this way, right? It can actually just turn. Like it can actually like just spin. That's the tail will follow it and it will spin and just land the other way. But then again, it depends on if you can do that. If you cannot do that, then you can leave it the way it is, right? And boom, boom, right? So the thing about the tail is that like, so I'll teach you how to overlap the tail. But first of all, let us fix like the timing of it, because right now everything looks like the same. Everything feels like the timing of it feels the same. Like there's no rhythm to the shot. So either you start it fast, get slow here, then you get super fast here, then you now settle slowly here, right? So we time this, add some construct to the rhythm of the shot, and next week we really like break it down. But I'll send you a video to know how to animate the tail and how to do like the overlapping action. But just first fix the bouncing ball, because we want the bouncing ball to be snappy. We want it to feel alive. Like we want the ball to feel like a thinking, living object, right? So that's why it has a tail. Because of the tail is like driving the force and momentum. So think of the tail like let's say a spring. So it's like behind the character, and it's like helping to ease the flow of movement of the character, right? So I'll teach you how to do that. But yeah, nice one, man. This week you did awesome. I didn't have as much notes minus this, which I know like it's because this is the first time you're doing an exercise like this, so we'll actually get into it. Yeah, so see you next week and see you in the class this week. All right, bye.